Jeez, baby.
Back with the Ron and Fez show on a Friday. It's the fastest hour in radio, and we will be here till 11 o'clock tonight. The Canadian Radio and TV Commission has given Al Jazeera permission to start airing in Canada. Now, Fox News has tried unsuccessfully for years to broadcast in Canada and has still not gotten permission.
Wow. That's a slap in the face there.
So Fox News really too fundamentalist, too
weird. All around weird for Canada.
Yeah, they just don't understand. They're just not going to be able to get it. They can't understand that perspective.
Now, is Al Jazeera in English?
Yeah, I think that... Well, you know what? I think they can have Al Jazeera in English.
I wish we had it in this country.
It would be interesting to look at.
Yeah, it would be fun to see, what the other people are thinking.
But I doubt if we will ever get Al Jazeera. Maybe it's going to be years and years.
What about on satellite, though? Can you pick up stuff on satellite from anywhere?
I think they have to go through the satellite company.
Yeah. I would open it up. I mean, I have 350 channels on there right now. Give one of them to Al Jazeera just so I can see what they're thinking over there. I like to see the bombs from the other direction. I like to see the incoming shots. I never get any of those.
So the people at Fox News have to be going, all right, did we get into Canada yet? No, they made their selections this year, and they're going with Al Jazeera.
Unbelievable. Well, maybe we ought to do some documentary called Al Jazeera. So, because this Outfoxed one seems to be getting over big.
A new study from New Zealand says that children who watch more than 2 hours of TV a day have a higher risk of being fat.
That's a shocker. I had no idea that fat kids watch TV.
All right, can we stop the studies now? Can we quit spending the money? Do we all get it? Yes, fat kids love the TV.
It's not our money. It's New Zealand money. What do we care what they spend it on? If it wasn't that, they'd be growing some new kind of dope over there. So I think it's fine.
Watch, they'll end up getting some sort of Nobel Prize for this. For science, for coming up with the fat kid equals TV watching theory.
You think that they're going to beat you out for it again this year, the Fezzi? Is that where you get hurt on this?
And I'll be furious over it.
And you know what? The weird thing is fat kids will only learn about this story through watching TV. They're going to get it somewhere on MTV News.
Kobe Bryant has re-signed with the Lakers for a 7-year, $136 million deal. He said that the notion that he got rid of Shaq and Phil Jackson upsets and really hurts him.
It almost takes his mind off the rape. That's how bad he gets depressed.
You know, if you're going to get bad press in the papers, I think that's probably a little bit better than being called rapist.
You know, this is probably the only country in the world where you can have a rape crime hanging over your head and still get a $132 million contract sliding your way.
We got the alleged rapist that got $136 million, and then the woman mogul who ended up getting sentenced to her mansion today.
Mm-hmm. It's a great country. It really is. It's the best.
And you wonder why Canada won't take Fox News.
You wonder why we need Bubba Love Sponge as our sheriff.
Colin Farrell has slammed the media for calling him a bad boy just because he smokes, drinks, and has casual sex. Colin says, I'm not a bad boy. Hitler was a bad boy.
Oh, yeah. Well, sure, Hitler. And then less so you, Colin. No, we don't mean you're so bad that you're Hitler.
So when you have to go to the Hitler card, then you've gone pretty much as far as you can. Because anybody, no matter how bad they are, can usually say, hey, I'm no Hitler.
Even Mussolini got away with that line. Even Mussolini went, hey, look at Hitler. He's way worse.
So I smoke, but I never killed anybody. So Osama bin Laden, that's a bad boy.
Even Osama bin Laden could say, am I Hitler? No, we'd have to honestly say, well, no, you're not Hitler. You're not that bad. You're bad, but not Hitler bad, Osama.
American Idol has added 2 years to its maximum age limit. Contestants can now be up to 28 years old instead of 26. The minimum is still 16.
Well, this is good news for NSYNC. All these kids now are back in the running.
I thought they were going to change that 16-year-old thing if they thought like maybe John Stevens wasn't prepared enough.
I think they should make it 14. I think it should be the 14-year-old Virginia nudists who are all coming in, trying their best. And I'd watch that show. If it was called 14-year-old Virginia Nudist, I think it would probably get a 30 share every week.
That George guy last season George Huff had to shave his mustache because he was looking way too old on the show. I don't know if a 28-year-old's going to stand a chance.
Who's not going to vote for him?
I just had the feeling they're going to, like Diana DeGarmo makes it to the finals.
But
John Stevens stays in forever.
But they, Diana DeGarmo actually had pretty decent pipes. You can't take that away from her. But you're saying, because so many kids vote.
Yeah.
I never know what your point is, but now I got it. I got my arms around it.
Thank you for making it for me. I appreciate it, because I got lost in the woods.
But in the meantime, it's still a weak one. It doesn't hurt to let them try. What they're saying is it's open to more people. And if you look at the show they had last year, they do need more talented people. It's not like there was an overabundance of young, talented people. Some of the people that you brought up, that redheaded kid couldn't hold a tune in a bucket.
When they get down to the Final Four or whatever, and they go, you're the Final Four out of, 70,000?
Yeah.
I always wondered, gee, that was a really bad other 70,000.
Yeah, there's got to be people at home going, you're kidding me. I'm sitting at my house, and there's that girl from Hawaii. You know what I like to do? Have them do in American Idol? Is have them sing, but they have to stay in a house the whole time. And then we get to watch them 24 hours a day.
They always go back to that house, but we never get to see them unless they're doing like an Herbal Essence shampoo commercial.
Because they're working constantly. They're working, 18 hours a day between learning songs and then doing spots, like you said. For some reason, they get to use them as commercial slave workers for some reason.
And then the redheaded stepchild kid, he had to go work with his tutor. So he stayed up on his school studies.
Diana DeGarmo said the same thing, that also 2 hours a day she had to sit there and do geometry.
Yeah, she had on the night of the final, she had a term paper due.
Why didn't she just quit? Look, I'm an American Idol. I quit school. How's that grab you?
The term paper was on American Idol, oddly enough.
Yeah, well, they always go out of their way to help.
iRobot opened nationwide today.
And I loved it. No, that's all I had. I didn't even see it.
Will Will Smith get welcomed back to summer hit movie town?
Fezzi, it's not like he ever really left. He had Bad Boys 2 last year, which was a flop that made $138 million. Most people would love to have a $138 million film.
So, and Wild West, I think, was before that.
And made over $100 million.
That made over $100 million?
Yeah. His flops do pretty well.
He usually shows up just on Independence Day, it seemed like. He always had the big 4th of July openings.
Yeah, he did that for a few years, but he also did Ali, which didn't make a lot of money, but it got him an Oscar nod or Golden Globe or something. So he does okay for himself. The guy's a big star.
So Will Smith, we'll have Paulo review that later on tonight on the Ron and Fez show.
Yes, we will. Fezzi, what else we got?
Let's see here. A new PETA poll has named Andre 3000 and Alicia Silverstone as the world's sexiest vegetarians.
Andre 3000 doesn't eat meat at all.
I didn't know that, but yeah, he does not touch the stuff.
And Alicia Silverstone has been running this gimmick for too long. Because I'll tell you the truth, she was cuter when she used to eat burgers. When she got off of beef, I thought she got a little too... I'll just use the term hideous and leave it at that.
I wonder if we'll ever get like a sexiest meat lovers couple. Like a Michael Moore and, maybe a Kirstie Alley.
That would work for me. I think those two are adorable. We're going to take a break now, Fezzi. You're listening to the fastest hour in radio. When we get back, we'll tell you about your opportunity to get your house, at least your living room, redone in time for football season. We'll be right back. It's the Ron and Fez Show.